Is anybody on planet Earth using Alexa Plus?
That's funny. I'm writing an article now about subscription services that I'm killing. You know,
Hmm.
and I think a key part of these services are that you think you might get some value out of it. Obviously, that's why you would
Mm.
sign up, and then maybe use it once or twice, and you forget paying for it. You
Hmm.
forget you're paying for it, and you just never use it. And I feel like Amazon Alexa Plus, which I would never pay for even to test it, is falls into this category of people sit there and talk to a cylinder like a Pringles can on the counter, and they think feel like maybe I want to do more of this.
Yeah.
So I think the number of people who pay for Amazon Alexa Plus, which I say in the most uneducated fashion because I've never used it, who actually enjoy it and love it
Hmm.
and or see the value, or single digit small and possibly are idiots. I don't know. It just seems it just seems like a stupid thing to me. I don't know. Even Siri is better now. I don't know if you it's almost worth trying the beta to just to see how Siri stopped drooling. Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I keep having this retirement idea
Yeah. Don't
where
we all?
I'm going to open a bar or um, a series, maybe a franchise of bars called Faraday.
Okay.
And whenever you go in there, every device you have, just you're in a Faraday cage, like the
Oh,
whole
Faraday.
building.
Okay. I heard that as fair day, and I was like,
Mm.
that's interesting. Oh, Faraday. Okay. Yes. Listen, this is the right time to launch that business because we have a generation of younger people coming up who are apparently rejecting technology in interesting ways. And then you've got people my age who couldn't figure out how to turn off the camera. I mean, the light on the back of their phone if the life depended on it, or I mean, this is AI has exponentially increased our distrust of technology and the companies that make it. I mean, I don't know. My wife and I were taught, we hate our car, but we don't want to spend money on a car, you know. And she
Hmm.
was like, in some theoretical world, if we were going to buy a car, she's like, I don't think I could buy an electric car. I think I'd have to get like a hybrid or something. And I was like, if there was a way I could buy a car with a carburetor in it, I would do that right now. I mean, I know I could buy a used car, but I mean, like like I kind of long for like a simpler mechanical era. So I get it to some degree. I don't want the quality of the
Yeah.
American cars as they were in the 70s, with the half-inch gap between pieces of metal and stuff like that. But there are certain aspects to it I sort of get.
Anyways, Faraday. I need to get moving on this. I need some a lot of copper, I think, which is
Yeah, and then you'll find out that this magnetic field is going to cause heart problems or something. There's probably a major downside to it. Do you hear that little humming sound, or is that just my tinnitus?
anyways.
Why did you bring up
I
what
don't
made
know.
you think of
It
Amazon?
it stemmed from the Alexa Plus, and
No, yeah, I know, but what made you think of Alexa Plus? Like, is that in the news today for some reason?
no, I don't know. I just saw the name, and I was like,
And then you chuckled
yeah. I was just like,
before you
this
could help
is
yourself.
Amazon is a multi-trillion-dollar valuated business.
Hmm.
It's like Alexa Plus really the thing that's gonna like they find
Hey, so
themselves.
is Apple, by the way. It's taken them
Yeah.
years to figure this out, and this was after many years of neglect.
The They find themselves in a similar situation, sort of as Microsoft.
Yeah,
Right? They have this massive infrastructure and the ability to do training and models and all this stuff, but they don't have their own real homegrown thing that is like taking over the like Alexa Plus is like
yeah, but
a
that may
co-pilot.
work to their advantage. I mean, just from scale, and they can host all that AI on their own infrastructure. They'll
Yeah.
get deals with those companies, et cetera. They also, I mean, uh, it's kind of the I almost want to say the Walmart audience or whatever, but it's Amazon customers, I guess, span a range, obviously. But I mean, the people who would buy into like Alexa stuff or buy Amazon speakers and things. Like
Hmm.
they're not big spenders. I mean, they probably get some value out of this, and there is a lot of them. So I mean, it's probably fine. I don't charging extra for something like that doesn't make sense to me, but unless it really worked great, but by all accounts, it does not.
Yeah.
Where usually everything Panos Panay touch turns out great.
Well, I don't know. It's a weird Monday. End of June.
It is a weird Monday.
It is. It's end of
This is
June.
what I this
Yeah.
is like some insight into my brain, by the way. I got up 7, sometime around 8, I started writing. And sometimes whether it's ADHD or just like I'm a writer, I don't know. I get into it. And so I was writing. And I'm telling you, if nothing had changed, you would have been texting me being like, at the time we're going to record at
Hmm.
9, normally at 9 to 8:57, you would have been like, hello, are we doing this? And I would have been like, oh crap. Like I was like
Yeah.
not, I was in the zone. And I woke and I was pulled out of this focus by my watch, burp burp on the thing. And it said you have to it was 10 of, right? So it's like you have to stand up, which means I had not stood up for the entire hour, which makes sense. I've been writing. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stand up. And then I'm like, actually, since I'm up, I was thinking about making like a English muffin with peanut butter. Kind of hungry this morning for some reason. So I walked into the kitchen, cutting the English muffin. I look over at the smart display. It says 8:51. And I'm like, oh, crap. I have this podcast I have to do with Brad that I do every single day, that I've been doing every single day for what, 10 years or something? A long time. And you would think this would just be part of my, normal experience, and it should be. And I am broken. And this is like the dark side of focus. Being able to focus is like you are not focusing on
Hmm.
anything else. So I run into the bathroom, throw the shower on. I got to, my dinosaur head, whatever. I got to put my contacts in. I do all this stuff. Come out here. I sit down. I literally set up the tripod thing. And then my brain, which is suddenly back on, like you can hear the creaking, like, that is my brain, right? That's this big memory. I think Brad said we were doing this at 9:30.
Yep.
So I texted Brad and I was like, are we doing this now or at 9:30? And he's like, 9:30.
It's all week at 9:30, except for Friday. I don't think there'll be
Focus.
one on
This is
Friday
what it's
again.
like to be me. And I it's just, it's amazing that I function at all, you know?
Well, you can talk to Alexa Plus. I'm sure she'll make you function
Yes,
more.
she would understand.